Hello, I'm Chef Leanne. I live and work in the fabulous Florida Keys. We're located here in my kitchen, Clouds in the Coffee Catering, also our event location, The Table. We're located here in Marathon, the heart of the Florida Keys at mile marker 50. And today we're doing a fresh catch. We're doing pumpkin swordfish, caught by Captain Bill Gilberti on the top-notch sport fishing charter, and he happens to be here, and so he's going to tell us all about this fish before I start cooking it. All right, Bill, come on back. Tell us all about this fish. I'm super excited.
How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Pretty well.
Fishing's good today?
Fishing was really good today. We caught this swordfish about 30 miles off the coast here in Marathon in about 1,400 foot of water.
Okay.
Fought it for about an hour and a half. This fish actually we hooked it on the bottom in 1,400 foot of water. He swam right up to the surface, swam back down, swam up. So he was pretty active.
Swordfish are similar to marlin, but you can't eat marlin, you can eat swordfish. Why is that?
Yeah, it's mostly marlin has a little more oil in their flesh. This does not, so this turns to be a tastier fillet.
And can you tell our viewers why it's a pumpkin swordfish? The color obviously is pumpkin. Is that the reason they call it that?
So 9 out of 10 swordfish down here in the Florida Keys you catch don't have this orange color to them.
Okay.
This is created by their primary diet, which is a shrimp, a red shrimp they eat down at the ocean floor. If they eat more shrimp, they are what they eat.
They get.
So, yep, that changes. Actually, this one ate so much it actually changed the color of its flesh.
Okay.
So between shrimp and squid's their primary diet down here. They call them swordfish because they have a long, flattened bill that they use to beat their prey before they eat it.
Okay. And how big was this one?
This one was just shy of 300 pounds, but down here in the Florida Keys, you'll get them up to 700 pounds.
Wow, that's a big fish.
That's a big fish. You don't see many of them, but they have been caught down here.
Okay.
But anything really over 100 pounds is a fairly respectable swordfish.
What is your favorite preparation for doing swordfish?
I'm pretty easy with it. You really don't have to over-season it, over-spice it, and you can't mess it up as long as you don't overcook it.
Okay, that's right. That's exactly right.
Fresh fish, you don't want to overcook.
Are you going to join us for dinner tonight?
I believe I will.
Awesome.
Can't pass up a meal like that.
Awesome. Well, then I will meet you at the table when it's finished.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Get him, get him. I'm gonna slide right. Get the net, Jack. Get the net. Stay tight. No slack, no slack.
Keep it bending that rod. Yes, sir. Great job. Great job.
Keep reeling.
Pink. Mutton.
The mutton?
Yeah. Got him to your left. Watch your motor. Good job.
Nice one. Nice mine.
Good job. Watch your motor. Great job.
Nice mine. Yeah, boy.
There we go.
Give me some of that.
There we go.
That's awesome. That's
a sick first mine right there. My guy. That's what we came here for, boys.
Beautiful. Great eating.
Oh yeah. Here, JC, hop in there. I'm gonna get a picture of you guys.
So, Tucker told us he was holding out on us all morning and said he had his secret spot, and what do you know? Second ballyhoo out, and here he is, nice, beautiful reef mutton. You can't beat a beautiful fish like that. You know, awesome. Got another bait out there. Let's see if we can't get another one. Good job.
Mutton snapper are the king of the Florida Keys snapper fishery. They're hard fighting and great tasting. Mutton snapper can be caught on the reef or in the deep water.
Another motor. I like that.
Another motor, brother.
Another motor.
Boys about to be eating good. Yeah. So right now these muttons are spawning.
Boom.
So there's going to be a lot of muttons. So that's pretty cool, you know?
Good job, Bobby. Small tongue snout available. Lift up smoothly, reel down. Yeah, here, Tuck.
Hell yeah. All right, yo, whack 'em.
Yeah, yeah. Open the bill. You're good. Heck yeah, dog. Nice mutton.
Yeah, measure him up.
Heck yeah, this is a
He's
good
gonna be-
fight. Just 3 muttons in the box, boys. Give me the net.
Oh, get the net ready! Yeah, baby! Now that's a beauty!
Look at that.
Yeah. Good job, G. It's a big one. Don't lose it.
It's in the bottom. I feel it.
Damn,
It's in the bottom.
Like, open the bail when that happens, dog.
Open the bail and let him go further in the hole? No. What?
I hate those fish!
So, he might finesse it out, but god damn, dude. Alright, we're gonna sit here until we get that bastard. That was a big one. That was a 12-pound mine right there.
Where's the grouper?
Yeah? You gonna go to a grouper? I don't know.
3 minutes.
Right in the rock. I felt him. He was running in there, and I was pulling him. I was getting him out, and he'd go right back. Run. Why?
Real, buddy.
There you go.
You got him,
There
buddy.
you go. Now you got him.
You got
Nice
him.
Easy down and then reel up.
Real. Good job, buddy. Great job.
Nice and easy down.
Wait. Just keep him right here. Keep him right there. No. Now go to him.
Reel up a little bit. Right up.
Hey.
Look at that. We'll bring him up here. Come up here.
All right, so yeah, we came to this certain spot for mutton snappers, and it was successful. We got 4 mutton snappers, you know, good eaters for these guys too. They're gonna eat very good. And now, so we're gonna pull the anchor up, go to this other spot, and try for some permit, some good fighting fish, and I know these guys will love it, so give it a shot, and it should be good.
All right, so my swordfish has been patted dry, and I've put a little bit of salt and pepper, and just like Captain Bill said, really it doesn't need anything else except for the salt and pepper. You know, this fish is like similar to a steak, not in taste, but in texture, and you would cook it the same way you would cook a steak, treat it the same way. So while this is sitting here, I'm gonna go ahead and start my potatoes and get them cooking, and then after I'm done with the potatoes, I'm gonna make a lemon chive gremolade that I'm going to put on the top of the swordfish when it's done cooking. So right now I'm going to go ahead and just get the potatoes started. So I've got chopped up onions I'm going to start, and I've got some sweet bell peppers. And then I went ahead and I boiled a russet white potato and chopped it up into small pieces. So it's already pre-cooked. This way we don't have to wait for it to cook. A little bit of salt and pepper for seasoning. Nice sizzle going on there. And the reason that I picked potato for this fish goes back to the original, it's like eating a steak. And steak goes with potatoes, so I'm having my swordfish with potatoes. I hope my guests agree. We'll find out. All right. So while that's cooking, I'm going to make a really simple lemon and chive gremolade that we're going to put on the top. So I'm going to get that started. All right. Going to start with some butter. Garlic. A little bit of lemon juice. And then I'm going to just use some lemon zest. And this will help bring out that wonderful flavor for the swordfish. A little bit of citrus. Okay, I'm not going to heat that up yet because I want that to just melt enough to pour on top of the fish. I don't want the butter to cook. So I just prepared it and I'm going to let it sit there. All right, now to just get the fish started, I've got a cast iron skillet. If you're outside, you can grill it. I would grill if I was outside, but since we're not, cast iron skillet will work perfect. Everybody should own a cast iron skillet. That smells so good. All right, so I've got a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil that I'm putting in the pan. Get this nice and hot, and then we're only gonna cook these steaks for 3 minutes so I can get it nice and brown. And then I'm gonna flip it and turn off the heat because you don't wanna overcook swordfish. All right, so let me get this nice and hot. So this pan is nice and hot. It's just getting to the smoking point. And we're gonna go ahead and get these on there. There we go. Hear that sizzle? That's what we want. This should just take 3 minutes. Get it nice and brown. And while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and chop up these chives. My neighbor has a beautiful herb garden, and I get to use all of her fantastic herbs that she grows in there. I'm a lucky girl. All right, put those in here. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this pan on low so that I can get this butter melted. Okay, potatoes are done. There we go. All right. I'm just going to let this sear just a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to flip it over.
This series is brought to you by Two Conch Sport Fishing. With a fleet of yellowfins ranging from 17 to 39 feet, Two Conchs has you covered on the flats, in the Gulf, and offshore. Book your fishing trip of a lifetime today.
Okay, I'm ready to flip this puppy over. It's beautiful, ready to go. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and let it finish cooking. Then we can do the plating and we're good to go. All right, so we are ready for plating. My butter is melted. You can smell the garlic and the chives in there cooking. All right, this is the bed of potatoes. And then we're gonna put our swordfish. Beautiful. All right. Now, you ready for this? Watch. Yay. Okay, now I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit of the lime zest on the top, and then we'll be ready. I'm gonna pair this tonight with a Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. I like the Sauvignon Blanc because it is light, citrusy, and refreshing, and it's going to pair perfect with this swordfish. All right, I think next you could just join me at the table so I can serve it. So this is the pumpkin swordfish, and we are going to go ahead and serve it to our guests at the table. Here you go.
That's beautiful.
So you have a pumpkin swordfish with lemon, garlic, and chive gremolade over sauteed potatoes, onion, and red pepper. Dig in.
Wow.
If you'd like to see more of me, you can go onto the Facebook or Instagram, Clouds in My Coffee Catering, or my YouTube channel, Chef Leanne in the Florida Keys. Or hey, if you're on vacation here in the Keys, I'm located in Marathon, mile marker 50. Stop by at the table and say hi. All right, guys, you ready? Let's do a cheers to Captain Bill for catching this beautiful swordfish. Cheers! Ching ching.
Thank you.